Public Goods and Common Resources by Colin Smith.
Hello. Today in this video I'm going to be talking about public goods and common resources. I'm going to talk about the similarities, the differences, and what exactly both of them are.
So here we have a chart that differentiates exactly what each type of good is and what the differences between them are. We're going to be mainly looking at common resources and public goods, but along with those differentiations, there are also private goods and club goods. To figure out which type of good what category a good would fall into, you have to look at, is it excludable? Yes or no. Is it rival consumption? Yes or no. Rival consumption is, does a person have the ability to diminish or make a product or good go away before somebody else can purchase or use that good? And excludable is that good able to be not offered, or can somebody else stop someone else from purchasing or obtaining a good? So for a private good, it is both rival consumption and excludable, meaning a person can diminish the product or get rid of it before someone else can buy it, and a person can say, no, you can't buy this, or they don't allow them to purchase the product. That's why food, clothes, and gas fall into here, because if someone goes shopping and they don't have enough money, or they've been giving problems or something, the person selling the product can say, no, you can't buy this food, making it excludable. Or someone else can come in and buy that food or clothes, making it relevant consumption, because then that person can no longer buy it. It's not there. A club good is not rival consumption, but still excludable, meaning, yes, somebody else can say, no, you can't use this, you can't, I don't give you permission, whatever. Rival consumption, there's no way for them to get rid of it where it's not there. It's just the ability of them saying, no, you can't use it or have it. That's why a theme park is in here, because anyone can go to a theme park. It's whether or not they have the money, or if they are allowed to purchase the ticket or however to get into the theme park. A common resource is rival consumption but not excludable, meaning somebody cannot say, no, you cannot use this. You cannot use this pond, this lake, this forest. But somebody else may diminish this for somebody else, meaning a person can go fishing at a pond, they could fish and fish and fish with no repopulation, and then there's no more fish, no one can fish there. A forest, people could go in there, pollute, cut down trees, not replant or do anything, and then you lose your forest because there's no trees. You can't have a forest, no trees. Or animals, due to pollution, they may die. And a lake, that falls into pollution too. People can use a lake, and if they don't take care of it, they pollute it, and it becomes not usable. And then a public good, that is neither excludable nor is it rival in consumption, meaning no one can say you can't use it, no one can diminish it. And that's why police and national defense are in here, because the police and national defense are there to serve the people and provide protection. And they're not going to exclude themselves or exclude anybody from having that ability. And there's no way for that to diminish for the public. And this is the chart that differentiates each good into its categories.
So now, after seeing the chart and seeing exactly what a common resource is and what a public good is, it might help you better understand them. So both public goods and common resources are non-excludable, but common resources are rival in consumption where public goods are not. So they have that similarity of not being excludable, but then they have their differences. And they each have their problems to deal with. So public goods have the problem of dealing with free riders, or people that don't contribute to the goods or services. So let's take the police and national defense in hand. So let's say people need to they need police help and they need police service. Okay, that's fine. But then when it comes time for donations or somehow helping the police, they're not there, they don't help. They just use the service that they're given, because there's no way for them not to have it, not to have it used for them. But then they don't contribute to help give back to that. Common resources also have their problem of the tragedy of the commons, meaning that people will overuse a good or a property or a service, and then it's gone and now it's unusable. Let's use the fishing pond, lake, or the forest. All examples. I have more. So people go fishing. They just fish, fish, fish. They don't fish in seasons, or maybe they just fish too much. They don't throw back small ones. They just keep them all. They just you know that's overuse. You have to give time for that fish pond to repopulate so that you have the ability to fish for as long as you want. But as people just keep fishing and not throwing back or letting them repopulate, then you lose the fish. That can also go into hunting. Let's say deer season. If people hunt out of deer season, then that's less time for them to repopulate. And if it keeps happening, then deer will go extinct, and then you lose that ability. Because outside of deer season, that's time for that deer population to repopulate and gather more, so that when it comes time next season for you to go hunt, there's plenty of deer for you to hunt. And you can also look at a lake. If we don't take care, if we just ride, we don't clean the water, none of that, and that water becomes destroyed. So this video is used to show you exactly what a common resource is, what a public good is, examples of them, similarities, and then differences and problems that each of them have occurred to them, and hopefully help you become better educated in the idea of common resources and public goods. Thank you.